Mother. Hello, Mother White. Today I'm cutting up Florida's Delight. Our meal for today is the good old-fashioned Florida watermelon. Right? Can't wait. Got to get this off. Okay. Okay. Hey, baby. Hey, Courtney. That look good, don't it? Nothing like some good, healthy Florida watermelon. All right. Actually, I should have been cut this because I'm trying to get to the place to where I can have me a fruit breakfast, right? Oranges, apples, we've been telling people all along we got to get off this weight. Yum. Alright, thank y'all for watching. And send stars. Thank you for sending stars. This watermelon is good and it's sweet. Wow. I'm trying to eat too fast. Going down my throat, trying to eat too fast. keep these because this go in the compost. This go in the compost outside, right? So nothing goes to waste. Yeah, I ate that too fast. I know most people will edit that out, but you guys are watching me now, so I love watermelon. I grew up with it. My brother just recently purchased a piece of property that the watermelon used to grow on, right next to the property that we own in the country. It's been a blessing. Yeah, that's good. So, I don't know what it is. It could be these little small watermelons that's going around. They're not the large ones, but they're kind of mid-sized. Well, some of them are pretty sweet. They're pretty good. Matter of fact, I had somebody bring me one over for a gift, and I already had one cut, and I let them taste the one that I had. That was about the size of the one that they brought. How about they took their watermelon back? They took it back. That's good. But we gotta keep moving forward, because y'all know it's easy to get distracted eating, and y'all know, those of you that know me and who are my friends, y'all know me. I'm a foodie. We got some great things going on today. Oh, look at that. Oh. Oh, look at that. Look at how thick that is. Oh, wow. That's nice. So we're just gonna get these cut up and get these bad boys put right on over here so we can get it cooled off. I'm not really a fan of really cold stuff all the time. You know? Nice slices about that size. Biteable slices. That make it easier for the kids too. Even though I don't have the kids right now, I still have kids, but they watch me now from a distance doing this. But the good thing about my kids is they also do this. My daughter is an excellent cook. Ain't that right, baby? You can cook. Courtney is my daughter. And we come from a long line of people, families who didn't mind training their sons how to cook. Now, I ain't got no problem, I don't have no problem telling y'all that I can stand here and eat these little chunks of watermelon as I get them off these rinds all day. But I can't sit here and eat them all while I'm talking to y'all. I just gotta cut it on up, and I'll come back by and get them as I need energy. But I'm gonna take this and pile it up in the compost and so we can get our compost growing. How many know how much the fertilizer costs at Home Depot? So it's good to make your own compost, your own fertilizer if you can. And keep it going well. Yeah, so these slices, these little pieces right here, I love when I get to this part because I can eat these. So our breakfast is comprised of catfish. Well, our dinner is comprised of catfish this evening, our lunch and dinner. My wife cooked us some egg whites. We had egg whites this morning. And what else was that there? She cooked us some egg whites and plantains. And the egg whites, it had some chives in it and peppers and spinach in them. Really nice. So I have me some egg white, peppers, spinach, and now for today, to go throughout my day, because I need to change my diet. There's no ands, ifs, or buts about it. You know, high blood pressure is a problem. Diabetes is an issue for us. We can't continue to talk. We can't. We can't keep talking about I'm going to eat like this today and I'm going to eat like that today. No, we just need to do it. We need to stop talking about it, right? And do it. So later on when we get an opportunity, we're going to show you some greens that my wife is growing. And I put the paper, by the way, I put the paper towel down on the countertop because, you know, watermelon juice will run when you're cutting watermelon. If you're not outside or somewhere in a place that you're inside, the best thing you can do is just put the paper towel down and let the paper towel catch the juice, right? So, hope y'all don't think me to be strange. But doesn't that look good? Y'all see that? This is wonderful. Look at that. Don't that look wonderful? And those of you that love watermelon, I bet y'all know where you wish you was at right now. You probably wish you was in the neighborhood right about now, right? It's all right. That's good. Now, we're going to come back in a little bit. Let me move this to the side just a little bit. Okay. So today, this, my friend, is a Florida freshwater catfish. Cleaned up, cut it up. Look at that. That thing is huge. Isn't that big? Look at that. Good gracious. I'm getting ready to cut that up. We're getting ready to cut that up. Y'all hit me up. Send some stars if y'all like what y'all doing, like what y'all watching. We want to see more videos like this. Hit me up in the comments. But look at that. That's that Florida catfish. That thing's so fresh. It's caught in that brackish. It's caught in the brackish water, so that make the meat kind of sweet. You know what I mean? But let me show you this. That ain't it, y'all. That ain't it. Can we hear the drum roll, please? My favorite, one of my favorite fish on the planet. A Florida red bass. Look at that. They're already cleaned up. They're all ready to go. They're all thawed out and ready to be cut up. And my wife, my girlfriend for 39 years, is going to help me get these put together and seasoned. And we're going to grill, we're going to smoke maybe one or two of them, and then we're going to fry the other one. Right? So we have to decide on which one we're going to fry. I don't know, which one you think? Which one would you fry? Would you fry the catfish? Would you fry the catfish? Oh, that looked good with some hot sauce, you know, with some mustard and hot sauce and a couple slices of bread. And, you know, we ain't gonna make no big meal of it, but we're trying to make sure that we don't eat too much bread. But to fry this down and cut it down in fillets and cut some chunks out of it, some nuggets, that'd be nice, right? But if you've never had that Florida red bass, which one? Would you fry this one? Oh, I'm gonna have to put my glasses on, because which one would you fry? You fry the catfish? Sister White? See, that Florida red bass, see, I love that catfish too. See, that catfish go good with grits. I'm used to that fresh catfish being stewed down. Man, there's some gravy. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do that. Stewed down in some gravy. I'm trying to get this straight so I can see y'all, because I can't see y'all. Oh. I can't. Glasses. I'm coming. Y'all wait a minute. Which one would y'all choose? Oh, wife over there watching too, ain't she? What did you say, Gene? Mother White? You never had stewed catfish? I got to read what y'all saying. Let me come over here. Never mind the mustard. Never had Florida red bass. Oh my goodness. Man, we got to catch you up. Who's that? Diane Carrick said, Diane said she loved this episode with Camel Cookie. Oh, that's your friend? Hey, Diane. Oh, God. Oh, I'm so glad you're back. Oh, my goodness. She missed you so much. She missed you so much. She ready to go. She told me Diane wanted to go to lunch, go with lunch with us. Want me to go to lunch. And I secretly ran in the room and I said, thank God, thank God. Yeah. No. We do a lot together. You take the hot sauce? Since what? You take the hot sauce? Yeah. So maybe I'll do one of the catfish, and maybe I'll fry one of the catfish down, since it's two of them. I don't know though, man. I don't usually smoke my my bass, but I guess I can. So listen, y'all. Listen, stay tuned. I got to get all my ingredients together. We're gonna get this right here wrapped up, and we got to get this put in so it'll start cooling off. We got to get the watermelon wrapped up, cooling off, right? And so it's gonna be great today. It's gonna be great this afternoon. Well, hey Trey. How you doing, man? Good to see you on. I'm coming up this watermelon today, right now, I mean, because I wanted to get cool. And we're probably gonna add some little trinkets, some little stuff to the watermelon, make it a little bit better. You know, some people add salt to the watermelon. And that's all right. It's already a little sweet. And some people like that bittersweet flavor on their watermelon. I remember when we were kids, you know, during the summertime, we got out of school, the watermelon used to be so big. I mean, they were huge. And we take those and we'd all sneak in my wife's grandfather. He owned a lot of the property back then, and we'd all sneak into his property or my uncle's property, and we'd grab us a watermelon, we'd break it, and we had salt. We put just like to sprinkle salt on them. And the thing they hated the most, oh my God, we used to go out and pull up the rutabagas. You guys ever did that? We pull up the turnip plants and get the rutabagas off the bottom of them. Those, you know, the rutabagas, those roots. And we catch those. Mom liked to cook them. You know, when you cook them, they turn sort of orange looking. They're kind of orange looking, but they're good when you know how to cook them right with some ham hocks or with some great old smoked down neck bones. You know, yeah, if you know how to do that, then they're good. But we used to take those take the rutabagas and cut the rutabagas down, and we forget all about the greens that's on the top. We don't even worry about the greens. They used to hate us doing that because they cook those turnips, right? They cook those greens. So we take the rutabagas, cut them down, and put salt on them and sprinkle salt. Eat them right out the field. Run a little water on them and eat them right out of the field. I love those days. I miss those days. You know, when the okra was about that long and probably that big around. Huge okra. I love that. I miss those days. I miss those days. I hope to be able to do that on our land that we have in the country. You know, before I leave this earth, be able to plant like my dad used to plant, like my mom used to plant, and grow some things in the garden. But yeah, we're getting ready to do this fish, and okay, so did I hear somebody say fry the catfish or fry the bass? Fry the catfish or fry the bass? I think I'm gonna fry the catfish. Fry some catfish down and yeah, do it that way. So when wifey get a chance, she can make some room in the refrigerator for me, and we'll put that in there. But I'm gonna go ahead and have your knives on, you know. Depends on what you want to do with them. You know what you want to do with the fish. Now everybody don't cut their fish the same, right? We don't fillet the same, you know. I cut mine a certain way because I don't worry about bones, you know. I came from a place that, well, we were eating bones at an early on age in life, right? And so we learned how to not worry about bones, right? But with a catfish this big, I may have to go get my hat. Okay. All right. How about that? That's all meat. Yeah. Oh yeah. Come on off. Fins are heavy. These are big catfish. And these knives are sharp, and I'm trying not to cut myself, so. I can't hear that there. You have to type that. Please don't. You got to put it in the comments. No. Okay. Catfish. A lot of people get rid of the back, but I don't. I keep the back. cut these fins off. I need my hatchet. And the ones we don't want, cut those. Right? You're probably saying, well, I thought Jackson knew what he was doing. I do. Usually use a pair of wire cutters. But for y'all's sake, we use the knife. Get a pair of wire cutters, cut them fins right off. Some people fry the fins, right, Sister White? Some people fry the fins right in the grease. It depends, because they like chewing this part. Once this part fries, they like that. It's like therapy. And I do too every once in a while, but not all the time. So I'll take the back and cut the back, because the back makes some nice, pretty nice chunks. I get some pretty nice chunks out of the back. You got a lot of meat. Nice pieces. The bone is kind of thick, so, but it comes with a lot of meat on them. With lots of meat. Uh-oh. Right. This is going to be delicious. This is a lot of meat. So you don't throw that away. I don't throw that away. You don't throw that away. That's a lot of meat. Right? So we get all the rest of this goes in our compost. All right. Get ready to get our grease hot. I'm going to use this grease right here. All right, now while the grease gets hot, what we're going to do is we're going to cut this down into quarters, right? Filleted quarters. Okay. Oh, left the tail on right there. Rid of that. And left the fin on right there. I said tail, but it's a fin. Turn the music down. Okay. We have to be quick because the grease will get hot pretty fast. So we'll take this. Cut this into a nice sandwich size. You turn that music up just a little bit. You turn it down. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. So, okay. I got to get a microphone. I don't have a microphone, so I usually have a little music playing in the background because whenever I want to think or do something, be productive, I usually put some music on and go wash dishes. Right? I need to be in the kitchen washing dishes. Look at these steaks. No, Gene. Look at those steaks. These are some thick catfish steaks. Now that'll sell, right? So a couple of nice filet pieces for my wife, for myself. Wife and no bones. And that. That one got a bone, piece of bone in it there. Okay, so there will be a piece of bone in this one, but it's so thick. Look at that. It's so thick, huge. Okay. All right, so now seasoning. I don't even know if I have that, but hey, I have it. Y'all see my arsenal of navy beans, seasonings, all kinds of seasonings we have. I think the seasoning gonna end up being just enough for what we need. All right. So G, I still do mine. I still do it the other. I still do mine the old-fashioned way. Mother White, I mean. I still do it the same way. I'll take my seasoning and put it in a bag. Right? Now, because I use seasoned seasoning, you know, the way the old schoolers told me to test your grease to see if it's ready to cook. I don't know if y'all know this now, but you just drop a little meal in there and see if it's frying. Oh yeah. So that's ready. So that's ready. What you don't want to do is, I got a little grease on that oven there, the stove there. You don't want to get your grease too hot. You don't want to overcook, right? So it's time to put the magic on it. Maybe asking, Jackson, what all that you doing to your fish? Well, my wife done took that over now. She done picked it up, all the seasoning, and she done picked up all the seasoning. I got my steak roasted. But I got my good seasoning that I love. Put it on there right, you don't have to worry. Got my roasted garlic. A lot of folk don't like that, but I put a roasted garlic coat on it. Like I said, my wife done got better at this than me. She done been around me long enough now, so she got her own thing. And she come in here and make sure all of this fish is seasoned real good for me. And usually I just do the frying because I'm out there doing all of the other stuff. So I don't have time to do it all. Today, I'm just spending a little time with you guys and kind of give you an idea of how this goes. So the roasted garlic, right? And you got to put that yum yum seasoning on there. Yeah, you got to put that yum yum seasoning. on there. I know if nobody ain't calling me. Y'all trying to call me on that phone? I'm on Facebook. I'm live right now. It keep going on. Somebody keep trying to call through. Don't worry about it. They stop. And then I gotta get the magic. Got to put the magic on there. I can't tell you what the magic is. Gotta put that magic on there. Yeah. Now remember, we have learned our lesson. When you use seasoned fish fry, you have to be very light with your seasoning, or no seasoning at all, right? You cannot put a whole lot of salt on there because the fish fry is already seasoned. So go lightly, really lightly. You don't want it salty. Okay? Yeah. Good and seasoned on all sides. Good and seasoned. Right? On all sides. Let's see if we can get our grease back up to the frying temperature that we wanted. So once you get your grease up to the frying temperature that you wanted, you gotta always remember to turn that grease back down. I can't hear you. Oh. That's production telling me I need, don't hit my head on the cabinet, okay? Gotta be careful. So what you don't want to do is you don't want to get your grease too hot. And you don't want to get it so smoky to where when you fry in the house, smoke is all in the house. That happens to me. It still happens to me. And when it does, I take the grease off the fire, and I make sure that I pour the grease, change the grease, and get the grease down to the temperature that I need. So you should be able to fry your fish without having to worry about smoke getting in the whole house, right? All right. So I'll turn that down. So let me see if I turn this on. Can y'all still hear me? I don't know if y'all can still hear me. Okay, so what we're finna do now is we're gonna go ahead on and check this grease again and see if it's ready to drop a couple of pieces of fish in. Okay. That's looking pretty good. It's almost there. And as soon as it gets to where I know it's frying, I'm turning that grease back down. Turn that grease back down. And sometimes I even pull the grease, put a cap on it, pull the fish off the fire, because you don't want it to cook too fast, right? So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna take a couple of my thickest pieces, which is off that backbone, and I'm gonna drop them in there to get my temperature right, to get my cooking temperature right, right? That's old school right there. Now I'm gonna get this so it'll zoom in on the pot in a minute. All right. Oh yeah, that's what you want right there. Yeah, turn that down. Yeah, we can turn that way down for right now. That's what we want right there. Now the last time I did this with a rabbit or a squirrel, all right, so we turn the grease way down on there. Can you bring the camera over this way for me? All right, can y'all see? Even this is too fast for me. That's too hot. Where's the light? Okay. All right. So even this is too fast for me, right? I like that, but that's just. I think it can be cooked a little bit slower than that. But so my Jean, I can smell it. I know you can smell it all the way where you at. That catfish is screaming in here. Right? So what I did was I got the grease turned all the way down. See, it's almost on 2. Because you should be able to cook in the house without smoking up the house with fish, right? Turn your fan on, turn the grease down, and let it cook. Now a lot of people say it cooked too soft, but no, you got to put the right pieces in there and make sure you get your temperature right and get that grease just right. And once you get that grease just right, you're good to go. Can y'all see it? So it's starting to go right about now, right? We're gonna let it get it good and crisp on one side, good and brown on one side, and then we're gonna take in them tongs right there. Will it stay? The small ones in the back there. No, those right there. Yeah. So you let that cook on that side for just a little while, because sometimes when you grease it real hard, you see how that's browning up? Now that look real good. See that? That look real good. Now those 2 of the thickest pieces will usually take the longest to cook. Let me get that bowl. One of them. I need to put the fish in something. Is it another bowl up there? Or a pan would do. That's perfect. That's perfect. All right, y'all. So we're gonna have something to put this in. So I don't like my fish too soft. Right? So now you see how that grease done calm down? You got to turn it down to where it calms down. Calm down, but it's good and hot. Good and hot. You just leave that there for a minute or so. And that's what you want. You want that coat on there like that. If you like good fried fish, you want that golden coat on there like that. You don't want it to cook too fast. Right? That's what you want right there. These here about ready to come out. I don't like my fish. This is why I put 2 pieces in there first to make sure that it cook right and cook all the way through. Now that right there is what we need. to get things done and get things done right. Now I'm gonna put the two pieces in that we're gonna eat probably right in front of y'all. I don't know. We'll see. This is one of the filleted pieces right here. Okay? Oh, that look good? That's that same big catfish you just saw. It's going in there. That grease is cooking just right. I'm going to go ahead on and take these boys on out. See how heavy that was that dropped out the thing? Now I got that grease where I want it right now. Got it where I want it. I can go ahead and get a few pieces done before I have to turn it back up again. So I'm gonna take advantage of it because you have to adjust that grease temperature up and down. Okay? Yeah. Let's do a little housekeeping as we go. So them frying good right now. So you leave that there like that for a minute or so. They'll get just as hard as you need them to get while it's frying, right? That's what we need. So can y'all see me? All right. All right. Let's see. Good, white, tender, moist, still moist inside, still hot. Yeah. Mm. Mm. Now look, I haven't done this for a long time, cooking this fish like that. And let me tell you, no, sister-in-law, I just got them yesterday, and I had to get them ready for the day. So come on by and get your piece. All right. All right. So I'm gonna have to get the camera back to the wife, cause I don't know. I'm trying to get it to stand, but I can't. Look at that. See that? Good golden brown filleted catfish. It's looking great. Turning out exactly the way we wanted to turn out. Nice, crispy, golden brown. We cook these pieces to make sure that we got the grease right. Right? Can y'all see that? Make sure we got the grease right. And you get that nice, good white meat. Let me see if I can get that over there. That nice, good white meat in there. You don't want it too done. You want to see a little moisture in there, just a little bit, right? And get that brown on there. You want to get the right type of golden brown on there. So yes, Y'all hit us up with them stars. If you enjoy this, you like this. Here you go, dear. See that bite I took out of it? Now that's all the way down to the bone. It ain't red, nothing like that. Ready? All right. Let me get this where y'all can leave me a little better. Okay. So, now if y'all in the neighborhood, that's just one catfish. You see how thick that is? When you do it right, folks, you never go wrong. The people around you is just gonna love it. It's gonna be great. Get that turn back up just a little bit there. Now you don't want your fish to turn out rubbery. You want it to fry hard. So that's why I say you gotta adjust. You gotta stay around that. These electric ovens. You gotta stay around them because you gotta adjust their heat. You gotta turn it up, turn it back down, turn it back up, turn it back down. Yeah. Now see this here? This is ready to go to the market. That's my wife's piece right there. Whenever you're ready, you can get it, honey. It's hot. We get that grease back up. Get it back hot. Get it back frying. Yeah. See, if you let it get too soft, if you let it cook too slow, you'll end up making some type of catfish gravy. The meat be real soggy. But you don't want to cook so high and so hard that you start smoking up the house, right? You should be able to cook fish inside. A lot of folks say, well, I don't do that because they get the smell of scent inside. I do a lot of cooking outside too. I got a deep fryer that I do a lot of my fish cooking outside as well. But I can't wait to sit down and just here, let me tell you. Oh my. Oh my. Turn the grease back down. Now this is a big piece here. I gotta take a little care with this one now. And I'm using a pan that I don't like to fry it unless I'm just frying a couple pieces for me and the wife. I usually use a bigger pan than this. But it's okay. I'm showing you how this can be done in the house without smoke in the house. Okay? You don't have to find somebody to cook it for you. You can cook it for yourself right in the house. Turn your fan on, turn the fan on, and get your temperature right. Throw your piece in there and turn that grease up and down. You're gonna get a little smoke off of it, but that exhaust will pull that. Right? That exhaust will pull that. So long as your grease is doing that right there, you're doing good. It's frying good. Let me cross over right here. You ready for your piece? She's trying to stay out the camera. I'm respecting that. All right. Love you, honey. She's trying to stay out the camera. Thank y'all for hanging on in there with me. We're going to do a lot more of these coming up down the road. I'm going to take y'all outside to Noah and let y'all see how we do Noah. Noah holds 25 turkeys. That's my wife's sandwich right there. Now, normally what you can do is, Mother Jean, you seen the hot sauce on there? Did you see the hot sauce? Bring it back, let us see the hot sauce. She don't eat that much hot sauce on there. Now, she put that hot sauce on there. Y'all just watch me cut it down, season it up, and fry it right here in the house. She got her a nice filet piece. The house with the seasonings that I use seasonings that put a great aroma in the house. It doesn't even smell fishy. It smells like more like you're cooking Thanksgiving. You know what I mean? Yeah, yeah. So if people walk in the door, they'll be like, man, what is that? What is that? Yeah, that's fish, bro. Yeah, that's fish. So we just doing it old school. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, see, that's what you want right there. You want that golden brown on that side like that. Still no smoke. No smoke in the house. Right? You got to worry about fish smoke all over the place, getting all in your curtains, all around in the house, all down the hallway, all in your clothes. You ain't got to worry about that. You got a little smoke coming off right here. That's what it's supposed to be. And it's not smoky. You don't smell fishy all through the house. So, yeah, this is what you want. This is what you want. Now, even with that, I'm going to turn it down a little more. Cut that grease, cut that fire back a little bit. I got a few more pieces. Because the grease is grease, right? And eventually it will smoke up pretty bad. It will. But your job is to get as many pieces of fish cooked as you can without smoking up your house. Right? This right here, this all right. This is all right right here. This all right. Yeah. It ain't really going nowhere. You can see it taking the direction. It's going right through the exhaust. It's flowing right up through the exhaust. That's what you want. That's what you want. Now, when I get ready to do this one, when I get ready to do him, I'm going to smoke him. I'm going to put him on the grill. When I get ready to do this bass, what I'm finna do next, this bass, let me see, I'm trying to get him from dripping. When I get ready to do this bass, yeah, he going on the, yeah, he going on the grill. Okay. All right, sound like we done. Sound like we where we want to be. Let's turn that grease down. All right, that's what I'm talking about. Good and golden brown. Just like I do my chicken. I like my fish cooked kind of hard outside. You know? I'm going to see if I can get a couple more pieces in here. It's all seasoned up real good. All breaded up real good. Grease still hot. Trying to be quick. Don't want it to smoke up. Get that in there. That in there. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I've been doing this for a while. So don't just put your fish down in there in the grease with your hands if you ain't used to doing that. Don't do that. I've been doing this for a while. Okay? And believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, that's all the fish. That's it. That was a whole fish, and look how many pieces we got out of that one fish. And all of them is fried except for the fins. So the key for me that is, the key to frying good fish is to make sure you got your fire, make sure you got your fire on the oven right? So White, I wish you was over here. I sure would give you 2 or 3 of these pieces. Amen. Is to make sure you got your fire right, and you don't want to smoke up the house. Now I got these last few pieces in here, and since I got like 3 pieces in here, I'm turning the heat back up because I want to make sure it fries right. If I get a little bit of smoke, I'm going to be all right, because this is the last. This is it. And y'all notice, if y'all notice, one thing my mama taught me when she was teaching us how to cook is, first of all, I'm not really great at a whole lot. I'm still learning on everything, so I'm not a chef. This is just what I do for my family. So I don't cook for a living. I don't do this stuff for a living. I do this because I like to show folk the easy way of doing things, that'll still work. So I turned my grease back up, and one of the things my mom always taught me was, she said, son, when you cook it, as boring as it may be sometimes, no matter what it is that you're cooking, she said, don't leave the kitchen. If you got to run somewhere to the room and grab a rag or something like that, that's fine. But I used to wonder why my mom had a chair in the kitchen. When my mom was cooking, I don't care if it's grits and eggs or whatever it is. When my mom was cooking, she had an apron, and she sit right there. She talked to us in the kitchen while she cooking. She didn't leave the kitchen while she was cooking. She knew what she was going to do, and she stayed in there until she got it done. Now, if she had to walk off somewhere, she'd say, stand here and watch this for me. Tell me what it's doing until I come back. She knew she was coming right back. So one of the best ways to become an efficient cooker, somebody who can cook, you stay with your food. Don't just walk off and go sit down and start watching TV. Ain't that right, Sister White, Mother White? You don't just go walk off and sit down and turn on and go try to keep up with your TV show. No matter how good it is, you want to give your family the best, right? You want to give your family the best that you got because you want the best from your family, right? Now I turn the grease back up, so now we're getting a little smoke. But look what I'm getting out of that. We're getting a little smoke. I'm going to turn it back down. I just want to make sure it starts frying. Okay. And it's all going right in the exhaust. That's what I like. It's going right up in the exhaust. It ain't flying through the house. It ain't no smoke way up here. All of that. And people can smell smoke all out the dough. What they smell out the dough is that aroma. They're trying to ask the question, what in the world are they cooking in there? Now that is a piece of the back right there. That's a piece of the back. I cut that back to keep that, make that good and fresh and hot. You see that? That's a piece of the back of the catfish. That's a big catfish. Yeah. I can't wait to eat me some, get me a sandwich and some hot sauce. Man.
It was delicious, dear. Delicious.
Don't play with me, girl. Don't play with me. Ooh, that's a thick piece right there too. And see this off the back part. This off the back part. That's why I tell people, if you cut them right, everybody kind of clean their fish different. Let me turn that off. I can turn the grease off now. That was all that fish I just cut up. And I was able to do it that quick. Right? You put that lid on there now to keep the smoke from coming through your house. Pull your grease off the fire. Start cooling down immediately. Smoke go away immediately. Nothing. This is a piece off the back, right? That's a piece off the back. That grease is still kind of hot there, but look at that. That's look how thick that catfish was. Oh my God, it was so thick. Yeah. And that's all that catfish right there. Now we got a little fried catfish here.
Minus the piece I ate.
Minus the piece she ate and minus the piece I ate. I had a little piece back there off the back.
This one right here.
Yeah.
You don't?
I wasn't, but
Oh.
still had a little meat on that bone. Yeah. All right, y'all. So having said that, if y'all can see me, y'all see this? I've been practicing. I've been practicing to be this. I know you might see with the camera, I'm telling you, see it the other way, it's turned backwards. But what that says is this is what an amazing father-in-law looks like. So I'm practicing to be an amazing father-in-law to my sons and everybody that married, and my daughters that married my sons, and the sons that married my daughters. I'm practicing to become a great father-in-law. So one thing they're gonna have to know how to do is they're gonna have to learn how to cook. Cook some fish, chicken, barbecue. So they got a lot to learn hanging out around me. Amen. Got a lot to learn. All right, Mother White, listen. I'm going to I'm getting ready to get this ready to get a smoke, Andrea. And those of y'all, all of you that are watching, and I appreciate the comment coming from, who was that back there? They said this is a good, you like watching this fish. It's a lot. He said, oh, Diane Crane. Diane. Oh, sorry, Diane. Diane, I can't see. I can't see. Oh my God, I'm trying to see how close I have to get to the screen. If it weren't for Tessa, I wouldn't know who I'm talking to. So thank God for my wife, my girlfriend for 39 years. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna catch y'all back up. We're gonna leave it now, and I gotta I gotta prep this fish and get it ready to go on the grill. And so we're finna chime off right now. We're finna cut off right now, and y'all promise me y'all gonna come back later on. All right. I hope y'all enjoyed this. Hit like and share with your friends. Hit some stars. Give some stars on there, and we'll catch up with y'all. We'll see you guys out there around the throne.
Around the throne.
Peace.
Peace.